Hello. So we are going to start the webinar. It's already 15:02. So I welcome all to attend this particular webinar on the advanced features and enhancement in the GeoVS Surpac software. Good afternoon all, and I hope all you are healthy and safe at your home or at your office, because some of the offices already started. So before starting, I just want to introduce EDS technology. So it is a 1994 incorporation, and this year we are celebrating our silver jubilee, it is 25th year. And this is the platinum partner to Dassault System and largest PLM and engineering solution provider in India. We are having 11 offices. So you can see the office locations in the right side of this particular slide. We are strategic alliance with the world leaders of different software companies. And we are having our dedicated sales, support, marketing, customer satisfaction, audit teams. And we are having our e-learning portal so that customer can able to study the material and all these things in the e-learning during this particular period, and complete system integration skills. So now in this particular webinar, our aim is that to showcase the functionality and the advanced features in Surpac software to the users, because there are so many updation is happening in a quite long period in between. So that during this period, we thought of that to share the capabilities of this particular features and application, so that the users can aware of that particular application and that take the benefit of that particular module and the features. So this particular webinar will be carried out by presented by Mr. Arunava Banerjee. So he's our a geologist with more than 5 years experience in this EDS, altogether 10 years. So we'll take to the next presentation. And at the end of this presentation, there will be a session for question and answer. So first of all, you just go through all the features and all these things, then we'll clarify in the question and answer session at the end of this particular session. Thank you all. So Arunava, please start your presentation.
Thank you, sir. So let's start with my introductions. Myself, Arunava Banerjee. I'm a geologist with more than 10-year experience in mining field, and I am associated with EDS technologies more than 5 years. So let's start with my presentations. So during last few years, Surpac with enhanced or updated with new features. So many new features are there. So within this webinar, I'll cover these features, updated features or major features. So I start my presentations in point cloud data, solid repairing, draft site, structural suite, mesh tool, switchback options in pit design for preparation the RAM, stope optimizations in underground methods, and data plugin. So in first topic, start from application of point cloud data. So point cloud data and features and options newly come in a new tab. So using the new tab, we can import, export, we can convert point cloud data from one format to another formats. We can create surface, solid, point cloud operations, deviations analysis in point cloud data, clear of the point cloud data, edit, DTM preparations from the point cloud data for the calculations of volume of a dump in stockyard or dump yard. So these all features are accumulated in a single tab or a menu bar. It's newly introduced in Surpac 2020. And in these features or in these point cloud applications, we can import several type of format files from total station, or we can import from the point cloud data collected from the point cloud instrument, drone data, or other instruments. So LAS file format, XYZ format, AXC format, LAZ format, the different type of format data we can import in Surpac easily. More than 12 GB data or more than that, we can import easily in Surpac. We can rotate without any buffering, and we can operate in Surpac in current versions. So new features for added to support point cloud data. The few features I'll discuss. So first one is the cloud 2D mesh and cloud 3D mesh. Using these options, we can prepare 2D surface or in surface DTM and 3D mesh. Using these options, we can prepare solid model for that using the point cloud data. Cloud deviation analysis, using these options, we can load it point cloud data and generate solid and surface, and we can able to remove the unwanted points. Suppose vehicle points, suppose peoples are there, so then vegetations is there, or air particles also collected by the total station or cloud instrument. So these type of unwanted points you can remove through the point cloud deviation analysis, and you can get a good results or good point cloud data to further calculations or further preparations for the DTM and solid model. The next topic is the cloud clean options is there. Using these options, we can reduce the outliers and you can reduce the size of the file. Maybe 12 GB you can import at a time. It will take 10 minutes, so you can reduce your point clouds and you can clean your data. So it automatically it reduce the size also and your points also. So it's very easy to handle after cleaning options. The edit options, using these options, we can bound our point cloud data within a boundary, within lease area, within a safety zone area. Within that, we can create the DTMs or solid model based on our requirement. And density reductions options, using these options, we can reduce the density of the point cloud based on our requirement for further operation purposes. You can control point cloud resolutions, point cloud marker symbols. There are so many type of symbols in setting files in SARPAC. So we can change based on your requirement. So point size you can increase or decrease for visualization purposes, and you can change the point cloud marker size and color also. In point cloud options, repair options are very popular. This is the auto repair options. Using these options, when you prepare DTMs or solid model without deviation analysis, so through these options is software is take care and remove all type of unnecessary points, and it's after repairing you can get a good result. Then next is the inside and outside polygons. Using these options, you can retain point cloud inside the polygons, you retain point cloud data outside the polygons. Using these options, we can clipping our area or point cloud data like a string files or other CAD platform. We can trimming options and clipping options is there. Similarly, you can do same type of work on cloud data. For modification purposes, we can select individual point cloud data to change the RL, move the positions. So this is also possible. Individual points you can select through these options, or in point cloud data, these options are available in SARPAC softwares. So after cleaning, deviation analysis, all type of clearing and reduce the density of the point cloud data, if you want to convert in DTMs, this is also possible. So reverse and vice versa process also possible. From DTM to point cloud data you can convert anytime. So this is a small video to import the point cloud data. So using these options, these several type of point cloud data we can import in SARPAC easily. We can put a new name, and then within few seconds or few minutes it's come. If it is classified in several layers, so you can see and you can open the point cloud data on your screen. And after that, the point cloud tool, using the point cloud toolbar, if you go to create surface, there are so many options are there. First is the in menu options, project ends, you can choose, you can mesh area, you can choose also mesh auto repair options is there. If you save in separate layer, new layers, you can put only the new names, and classifications also there. You can classify your data, or when you collect your data from topography or from the instruments, so you can classify which data you require, and you can put the search radius for the DTM purposes, and you can convert in DTM file, and you can use for further calculation, volume calculation purposes. So if you collect your point cloud data in several way, or even this point cloud data is split in 2-3 parts, so you can merge this point cloud data in a single file. There are two options you can merge in SARPAC file, in SARPAC software. So in using the surfaces mesh tool and point cloud layer merge and file merge. Using the surfaces options, you can merge the surface data, 2-3 data cloud data file you can merge in a single file and make a single DTM file for the further calculations. Similarly, through the solid options, you can merge 2-3 cloud data and you can prepare a single solid model. Point cloud classifications options also in SARPAC is the very good options in SARPAC. So when you collect the AutoCAD file for other platforms, so this is AutoCAD file, suppose it's classified as different several type of layers. Similarly, point cloud data also classify in several type of layers when it collected from the instruments. So suppose unwanted data, vegetations data, similarly ground level data. So for the further calculation purpose, for further DTM preparation purposes, we only collect the cloud, we can classify and you can select only ground data only. For import purpose, rectification purpose, deviation analysis purposes, and make the DTMs for the same. Next topic is the lexicographic meshing in SARPAC. This is also options of the cloud point cloud data. Using these options is newly introduced in SARPAC, which used for underground tunnel preparations. Through these options, you can create solid without structural features or structural disturbance such as people, vehicle, pipework, etc. that are commonly seen in underground method or tunnel preparations. The next topic is solid repair. So when we prepared the solid model from the sections being method, so that time we facing some problems at the validations time of the solid. So invalid edge, disconnecting isolations, intersecting isolations, reverse triangles, holes. These are the common feature or common error in solid. So previously in SARPAC, so this type of error we can remove in manual methods. Currently, there are two options in SARPAC. One is the solid repairing options and auto solid repairing options. So using these options, we can choose our object number, solid objects number wise, resolution number wise, and if you will left is blank, so it means total solids or number of solids you can choose at a time, and within few clicks and few minutes we can just rectify or you can valid your solid and get a good results with valid solid for further calculations or further volume calculations purposes or block model. These options is very powerful in SARPAC software. Next topic is DraftSight. So DraftSight is another module of the SARPAC software. Previously, when we taken the plot file from the SARPAC software in 2D platform, so that time in SARPAC only one single window was there. Only SARPAC plotting window is there. Using this window, some restrictions also there. So recently, if you get plot from the SARPAC software, there are two options to open the SARPAC files, plotting files using SARPAC plotting window. Similarly, we can open in DraftSight. The DraftSight is totally equivalent to the AutoCAD file or AutoCAD platforms or other CAD platforms. So easily you can edit all those things. You can modify your data with layer basis. You can import and export options also there, and you can modify before take the printout. It's very easy to use if you are very habituated with SARPAC, very habituated with CAD platform. Next topic is structural suite. Is newly come in SARPAC software. The previously in SARPAC, structural module was not in there, but presently structural suite is associated with SARPAC. So what is structural suite? It is a set of visualizations and analysis tools for any kind of oriented data set. Suppose dual data set, point cloud data set, block model, points. You can control through these options, and there are so many options are there are 24 options you can use for the structural suite. You can extract and visualize orientations directly from drill hole, points, block model, etc. Analysis of structural gradients data is possible through the structural suite and allow structural trend analysis in large and complex data set. You can control through this options. So structurally you can handle borehole informations, borehole deep directions. You can control through the structural suites. You can get an idea the behavior of the samples directions before start the digitizations of the section. The StudioNet plot also possible in structural suite, and all those structural informations we can export in third-party software. So this is a small video regarding the borehole samples orientations in and StudioNet. So open your database and open the structural suite options, and you can put your parameters. Suppose the table name deep directions value or field value. You can constrain your data based on your rock type wise or grade wise or zone wise, and you can select the symbols of deep and deep directions, and the 3D symbols or 2D symbols, so you can change based on your requirement to the advanced options for selections of the data. And then you can classify your data deep wise or deep directions wise, maybe 30 to 0 to 30 degree, 30 to 60 degree, 60 degree to 90 degree. The deeping value based on that you can assign colors, and you can see the sample wise deep and deep directions. So we can select a single area for preparation of the StudioNet plot purposes. So these options also available in SARPAC softwares. So you can select few samples, and it's automatically divided in two parts, and the right hand side part you can see the StudioNet circle, and you can these samples are there in the black symbols are there. You can modify the symbols marker, and if you are interested to know the average deep and deep directions of few samples, so you can bound all the samples or few samples in the StudioNet. In these options you can just create a polygon graphically, you can select, and after completion the polygons is automatically joined, and automatically get a idea the average sample length, or not average sample length, is the average deep and deep directions of the samples. So we can see a blue circle automatically come in borehole. So we can, for visualization purpose, you can expand the circle, blue color circles, so you can get an idea the tentative deep and deep direction of the samples or litho of that particular borehole. So at the time of the digitizations, section digitizations, it is very helpful for us. So this is another video for analysis of structural gradient, and open the boreholes and surfaces some file in SARPAC, and choose the data and constant data, symbol size and symbol name, and classify the data with deep value. Now we can see arrow on the DTM. for visualization purposes. And this arrow is indicate the slope of the topography, and these data collected, random data collected from the surfaces, and it's accumulated in our import in boreholes database, and you can display gradient calculations purposes, and we can bound one portion's data for prepare the stereo net plot. The deep basin's western side. So next topic is the mesh tool. In mesh tool, there are few options is there newly come in Surfax software. One is the linear clearance analysis, deviations analysis. In linear clearance analysis functions, suppose the topography and one solid is in very far from the topography, so we can calculate the distance, minimum distance of in between that two objects, and which locations are very near to that solid. So these points also you can mark in surface. So using these options is very helpful for the underground mining method, or for the where it is very near to surface, where it is not. This method you can use only for the, not only for the underground method, you use for the to identify the groundwater level also. Next is the deviation analysis functions. Using these options, we can open two surfaces. Suppose one is the topography surfaces, one is the underground water body or underground water surfaces, or bottommost of surfaces of the ore body. So which locations is very near to surfaces, which locations is very far from surfaces, we can identify through this deviation analysis function. Expand and contract functions used for expanse of solid or contract of the. Using the sections, cross sections method, we can create the solids model, and for identifications, for rectifications, for purposes, or for your requirement basis, you can expand your solid, maybe 20 meter, maybe 30 meter. You can see one object is moving in right side, so the inner solid is your main solids, which you digitize or you create from the sections, and after 50 meter or 20 meter expansion, so this is the behavior or positions of the solids. So you can see, you can calculate, you can calculate, or you can prepare the constant in block model also. Simplify of the solids, these options used for when you prepare the solids in Surfax softwares, and there are so many triangles create. So you can, through these simplify functions options, you can reduce and you can increase the triangles of your solids. So based on your requirement, there are one slider is there, the nominal and maximum, minimum and maximum options is there to reduce the triangles and maximize the triangles of your solid, and you can modify your solids also. Right now in current Surfax versions, switchback options is now enhanced. Before it was there, but some geometrical issues is normally come in that case, but recently it is enhanced options in Surfax, and you can anytime at the time of the ramp preparations, 180-degree rotation is very common features for rotations of the road or ramp. So these options you can use for the preparations of the pit designs, and without any type of geometrical error. Next topic is stope optimization. Stope shape optimizations for a range of underground method. Inventories from block model specially represent the locations of mineralizations. Maximum recovery resource above cutoff grade, or block value. You can calculate the block value in block models, prepare a new attributes and calculate the block value, each and every block values, or blocks are differently. You can classify using the block value options. In case of the stope optimizations options in SERPAC, we can calculate the blocks value in that tabs and in that window using the selling price, mining cost, processing cost, loyalty, mining recovery, and processing recovery. And as an input, we can use in stope optimizations options. So as an input, minimum and maximum mining width, anticipated wall dilutions, minimum maximum wall angle, minimum maximum stope width, pillar width, maximum side ratio. There are two type of side ratio we can calculate: top bottom side ratio, front back side ratio, and several type of constant we can calculate here. Suppose geological, structural constant, geometrical constant, etc. And stope material constant we can consider. The benefits of the stope optimizations. So there are three type of benefits you can get. So first one is the higher profitability. The minimum amount of waste is mined to extract the maximum cutoff grade to meet profitability requirement. In case of the safety, from safety point of view, size and shape of the stope, pillar width, mining width, sidewall angle, stope width, all are maintained by the stope shape optimizer. In case of the design efficiency, automated stope optimizations will allow you to analyze the scenario more accurately and faster time to complete the designs. And input as the input parameters and output parameter basis, in input block model, with estimated block model we can import, and if you have any guideline or stope control surface you can import also. And stope geometry control parameters is very important to control the stopes and prepare the valid stope optimization solid model. And in a case of the output, we can get the solids string files, validated wireframe, which blocks are economically profitable. We can get an idea with 3D or with solid model, string files, and wireframe basis. And similarly, we can receive a summary report for that, for further calculations or further understanding purposes. This is a small video for the stope optimizations. So we can open the yellow one or brown one is the ore body, and blue one is the structural disturbance or dike, and another surface for control the stope optimizations surfaces. Using these options, these are the tabs and tools. So we can first we choose the block model for the same validated block model, estimate block models, and in output window stope solid detail report we can put details and origin and extents of the block model, sequence interval, level intervals, and slicing of our block model, stope controls parameters. If you use any using surface, you can browse. Then stope width, minimum pillar width, maximum side ratio, bottom, top, front, back. Then the foot you can put. After complete the stope optimizations, you can split your solid in full shape or partly you can export. So these options also there based on the cutoff grade value or calculated grade, also options also there. Using the calculated grade you can put here the pricing price, mining cost, processing cost, loyalty, mining recovery, and processing recovery options. And you can control the optimizations options. So after that you can validate your data, save your data, and run the stope optimization, and you can get an idea which blocks are economically profitable. So you can see the stope shapes, maybe stope width or length is 20 meter, and sub stopes also there in a 10 meter. So you can individually you can choose and you can extract the report. And in property window, you can see the volume, tonnage, average grade of the slopes. In case of the data plugin, is a new feature in SARPAC. Now SARPAC support global mining guideline group of open mining format. The benefit of OMF is easily share data between software packages. Companies can share data internally and externally without any complication. So another format is SDM format. SARPAC also support SDM format file. So SDM format file is the universal GeoVia file format. SDM metadata functionality is planned to improve data connectivity to Mindset and 3D Experience platform. So you can choose your own style format and apply that style while converting the output to SDM format. Now SARPAC has introduced 3264-bit MS Access database connector. If you have installed Microsoft Office 32-bit in your systems and try to connect to a Microsoft Access database engine within SARPAC 64-bit, Microsoft drivers did not allow these connections. But current versions of the SARPAC communicates with the 32-bit driver through the new bridge. This process is very much transparent and does not require any user interactions. So allows all SARPAC users to take advantage of the power of 64-bit SARPAC with no need to revert to 32-bit SARPAC for using borehole database. Another major update in SARPAC is collaborations with 3D Experience platform. Through this 3D Experience platform, you can hand over all informations in the centralized dashboard so that shift worker easily access those data. You can manage project very efficiently with single source of reporting, and communicate becomes transparent between department and other sites. This platform improve monthly reporting process with accumulate data sources. You can update your data in a regular basis or day-to-day basis or monthly basis at the mine site and as well as in head office. So other major updates in SARPAC is rapidly create concave and convex boundary. Using these options, when we import survey data from total station or CSV files in SARPAC softwares, we want to bound our data using the polygon. So through these options, we can control our search parameters or create the boundary. So using these options, convex and concave options is there with search radius, and put all the informations and create the boundary rapidly within few seconds. Another updates is we can create solids using the group of planes. So planes options is newly come in SARPAC softwares. So using the plane options, we can save our planes or sections planes in our systems for future purposes. And these planes, not only we generate the north-south directions, east-west directions, we can also prepare this type of planes in oblique also, and we can control the both side coordinates of the planes and influence also, and we can classify the solids, our mother solids, in small parts with valid solid for further calculation, or we can calculate the volume separately using the corridor length. So another options is in SARPAC is the auto solid preparations using graphical options. You can see one right side below one videos is there. So you can select one by one polygons, and if you right click on skin, so triangulation options automatically come. If you click on the triangulation options, it's automatically create the solids, and you can check with validations option. So now SARPAC is able to export in 3D PDF. So we can export string data, triangulation data, dead hole data with block model, centroids, slice plan. We can export in 3D PDF, and you can rotate, you can showcase your data in front of your management without opening SARPAC. This is a very good options in SARPAC software. Next options newly come in SARPAC softwares: remove small triangles for a mesh or solid model. When we prepared a solid model based on our requirement, based on our choice, we can modify our solids, and you can remove the small triangles from my data. We can put the triangle surface area, we can greater than or less than, you can put the value and click on the preview options. You can get an idea how much volumes is reduced after click on apply. Now if you satisfied with that, you can apply and get a good results with valid solid. Create solid centroid. Using these options, these are very useful to identify the solid centroid and useful to store object properties. So in object properties, you can convert in CSV files. So you can see the coordinates of the solid centroids with some parameters in solid volumes and other features. The swath plot is the newly coming SARPAC software to validate the block estimations. Suppose your composite is your raw data, and after compositing, you can using the compositing you can estimate your block model. After create the block models, it is variations of the grid you can see through the swath plot options. So through these options, we can identify these estimations method is correct for your deposits or not, and which type of estimation method are very near to your raw data. So we can through the options swath plot, you can validate your block models. So swath plot, background of the swath plot method is the trend analysis. So similarly, another plots we can generate is called grade tonnage curve. So grade, if it is high, the tonnage will be less, or this type of representations you can get through the SARPAC software for reporting purposes or for understanding purposes. Another major updates in SARPAC is convert and reblock options in SARPAC softwares. So attributes or block size we can modify in a block model of the SARPAC in MDL file. So we can import the MDL file, we can just modify with block size, we can reduce or take attributes based on our requirement, and you can convert in SARPAC format or any other third-party formats. And another update is the interface you can change in SARPAC for eye smoothing purposes. You can convert the black interface or style to theme is there. So in that theme, you can change the user guidance, user guide, skin, font, color, etc. and icons you can control through these options. So based on your requirement, you can change the theme of the SARPAC. So currently SARPAC 2020 is the current versions, and in system requirement for the SARPAC, there are two type of system requirement is there. One is the minimum specifications and recommended specification. In minimum specifications, 8 GB RAM is the minimum criteria for the SARPAC operations, and for cloud data preparations and handle the cloud data purposes, 16 GB is the 16 GB or more than RAM is required for that. So next is ALC benefit for the customers. You will get update SARPAC software in regular basis during the ALC period. If you are in ALC period, then you can get these type of benefits. You can download the softwares in easily, and you will get technical assistance over phone, email during this period. Based on your equipment or requirement basis or your software basis, you will get on-site support by EDST technical team in every 6 months to fix the technical issue and problems. You will be provided username and password to access online technical supports and tutorial.
Hello. So Arnab, I think this is the end of the presentation. So we are there in the question and answer session. So
Yes,
I
yes.
request all the participants to write their questions in the question box so that we'll reply to that one. I think one question is already there. So Mr. Sovik, he asks that what is the maximum number of point cloud data can import into SARPAC? So for that, I'm just giving the required input. So already we have tested with near about 12 GB cloud data in the software, and it has given the good performance, which is near about billions of data. However, you should have a high RAM on the high graphics cards system to handle this one.
Recently, I have imported 10 crore 10 CR data in SARPAC.
Okay,
It's
yeah.
maybe 5 GB. So 12 GB, it means it 20 to 25 CR data was there.
Yes, sir. Any other question? I'm not finding any question at the moment.
There's a question from Mr. Ajay.
Deepak.
He's asking
Okay.
about SARPAC sectioning process.
Sectioning process. Okay, okay. So that is in the plain method. I think Arnab, you can go to that plain method to show them that sectioning process.
So you can generate the planes based on our requirement. Suppose the 100-meter distance intervals, or based on interval is not mandatory. But these type of planes we can prepare first for future purposes also, and you can save the planes for in your SARPAC or in your systems, and you can open in 2D mode and start to digitizations. And you can classify your solids plane wise also for volume calculations purposes.
Okay. And there is another question by Mr. Deepak Anil Kumar. So what would be the pricing for the modules? Is draft shed work without SARPAC or RON? So the pricing parts are definitely will come back to you separately, sir, on the required modules, because there are so many modules you have shown. So regarding the pricing part, which module exactly you want and all those things, so that will come back to you separately. And is draft side work without SARPAC? Yes. SARPAC is, means it is inside the SARPAC, as well as also it can be used as an independent software. Then coming back to another question by Mr. Nagesh Sinoe, can structural should be used during digitization of sections?
Yes, sir. structural suite is very useful for before digitizations. Suppose one boreholes in your 3D skin, so and few samples are there with deep and deep directions value, so we can bound those samples in a polygon, and you can see the stereo net, the average deep directions and average deep value, and which are the directions of the deep. So using that, you can just guess an idea, or you can get an idea so which side you can just anticline and syncline formations are there or not. So you can bound before start the digitizations, or you can get an idea before start the digitizations.
Okay, okay, thank you. Then another question from Mr. Rasbir Pradhan. So he is asking that how do you hide the unwanted things like man and machinery in a cloud data?
Yes, sir.
How do you hide the unwanted things like man and machinery in a cloud data? Suppose in a particular mines, there is
Yes,
man
sir.
and machinery is in
So
that particular.
just open my PPT. Yes. Using the lexicographic meshing options, you can just put the search radius or accumulation of the point. Suppose one vehicle or one man or people or pipework, their accumulations of data is very less. But the tunneling purposes, the wall of the tunneling, the accumulations of data or search radius or accumulation data is very high than people's vehicle and pipeline. So it's automatically taken care by the softwares, and you can see the actual scenario of your tunnel and for preparation of the solid model and DTMs.
Okay, Arunava, yeah. And there is another question that how to export oblique section to draft site.
Yes, after cleared the plane sections plane in SARPAC, one new options is there: multi-plotting options, multi-plotting of the sections. Using the multi-plotting, you can convert your sections, oblique sections, in DWF format, and you can open in draft site. So it is easily open in CAD platform, sir.
Okay, Arunava, yeah. There is a question from Mr. Ajay Singh. So just it is coming as by cross-section area method. So I couldn't able to understand the question. So can you just write it again, sir, Mr. Ajay Singh, sir? Then there is another question. Point cloud method can used in limestone also? Yes, I think definitely
Yes,
it will work in the limestone.
yes.
And there is another question, how to export oblique section to draft site? I already have given the answer. In draft site is used can directly CAD file for if draft site is used, can directly CAD file be converted to DTM?
Can be converted to DTM.
Yes.
When you import the CAD file, so maybe it is in 3D or maybe it is in 2D. XY value at Z is 0. If it is Z is 0, so you can't convert in. If you convert in DTM, so also DTM also occupy the in Z0 or plane view. So you can't. It's not useful in SARPAC softwares. So if your data keep the X, Y, and Z value, all three values are there. So you can anytime you can import in SARPAC softwares and prepare the DTM. No issues, sir.
Okay, Arunava, yeah. And there is another question from Mr. Madhav Acharya. It's in structural suits, is it possible to retrieve all the geotechnical features like alpha, beta, gamma, apart from only deep and deep direction of samples?
Yes, sir, it's possible. So when we import the CSV file in database, like assay file, like geology information, similarly, we can prepare another Excel sheet for uh, alpha, gamma, and beta values, and you can import in boreholes, and we can prepare or you can display those things, and you can calculate your data with structural suite. No issue, sir. You can anytime you can prepare or you can display all those things, and you can prepare the stereo net plot also.
Okay, Arunava, yeah. The question is from Mr. Ajay Singh. Sir, please show making section by geological, cross section by practical. Means he want to see that particular application. Sir, we'll come back to you separately because it will take time to bring the software and do the things. We'll come back to you after this webinar to showcase you one-to-one on this particular aspect. Then another question from Mr. Sidhu Kalagudi. It is how to control or handle the clip area in cloud data.
In cloud data, yes, sir. In one options is there inside and outside a polygon. So using these options, if you have some boundary polygons, otherwise you can digitize in 3D platform in SARPAC. Using these options, you can retain your point cloud inside a polygon. You retain your point cloud outside the polygons. Through these options, you can control point cloud data within your area.
Okay, Arnav, yeah. So Mr. Ajay Singh is asking now to see in, on screen, sir. So it will take some time. I'll come back to you after this webinar, sir, on this particular aspect. Then Mr. Sunil Kanamali is there. So he asked, I was facing issue in conversion of SARPAC file to AutoCAD format in older version, which was addressed already to EDSTM. After conversation to DXF, surface file text not displaying in DXF, whether it is resolved in the version. Some text issue is there in that particular old version. So which version, sir, you are using, sir? Okay, I think he will revert back.
And recently is not a big deal, sir. The recent in current version is 2020. Right now, in that versions, you can convert the DWF file to draft site module, and in draft site module you can save in DWG file. So that time you can keep your style file also and other informations also.
Okay, okay. Then coming back to another questions, whether can we import data mine or any other mine planning software's block model into SARPAC?
Yes, sir. Determine in .dm format is there, so we can directly determine format file we can read here. No need to convert in SARPAC data MDL file, not required. We can modify the determine files, we can calculate, we can add in attributes, we can estimate the determine file DM formats easily in SARPAC. No issues, sir. And not only the determine file, other third-party softwares data files also we can import and export easily.
Okay, Arnav, yeah. And there is another question that is it possible to design multiple benches at a time? Does it include ramp also while designing multiple benches at a time?
Yes, sir. It's multiple benches, multi-mine options is in SARPAC right now. Using these options, how many benches you want to digitize at a time, the RL you can control, up to a DTM you can restrict your pits. With RAM, it's possible to digitize. 5 benches you can digitize, create at a time with RAM, it's possible, or 10 benches. These options is newly in SARPAC. Last few years, SARPAC will update with so many features. This is also one of them.
Okay, Arnav, yeah. And there is another question from Mr. Pradhan, Rajbir Pradhan. It is as said, one can reshape a block model directly, but by doing this, whether the statistical data will be affected in the earlier block model or not?
When you reblock your block model, so obviously your reblocking means suppose that your block size is 2 meter, 2 meter, 2 meter. So after reblocking, it will be converting 10 meter, 10 meter, or 5 meters. So obviously the combine of the samples, so we can get an average value of the radicals. So maybe some disturbance will be happen. You can check through the swath plot. If it is very near to your raw data, you can use for further calculations. Otherwise, you can recalculate your block models with estimations parameter.
Okay, Arnav, Then another question is that can we design Venn type deposits into SURPAC? Is it applicable for subsurface modeling of scattered or pocket deposits?
Yes, is all SURPAC software used basically for metal and non-metal deposits for all commodities, not only the massive deposit. Vein type deposit also possible, and pocket deposit like manganese deposits. These type of gold, copper, manganese deposit and chromite deposit. These type of deposits, very precious metal deposits. Also, we can use SURPAC software on that. No issues, sir. For open cast mining operations or underground mining operations also.
Okay, Arunabha, yeah. Thanks for the reply. Then I think there is no other questions from the participant yet. So, sir, I would like to request, sir, if anybody is having any questions, so they can directly send the mail to us, then we can definitely come back to you. And Mr. Ajay Singh definitely will come back to you for your cross-section method display after this particular webinar, and will be in discuss with you. And with this, sir, I'll just thank you everyone for your time to attend this particular webinar. I think I would like to thank also Arunabha for showing all the new features and all these things. So after this particular webinar, if anybody wants to further detail on the particular application or particular features, then definitely will come back to you. Thank you all.
Thank you also.